Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Enderal. Today we are going to go and meet up with those and get ourselves the... what's it called? We're going to get
yes.
ourselves to be keepers.
Yes?
Sweet as sin.
My sir,
Their
gun
bodies
job.
touch.
Like we are going
It
to
just
join the
doesn't
order.
work, Magister, no matter how hard I try.
We are joining the order and becoming keepers. That's the goal. I don't know if this is the right direction. I think it is not. Nope. We got to get across over there.
I am sorry.
She said
Of the
the
Desert
secret
King.
of magic is to see possibilities where there were none.
Arc. Uh, Southern Quarter, Myra Tower. And then we're able to walk up here, which leads us to the place that we want to go.
Oh my, how the time flies by.
Monsieur?
Walk blessed, friend. Where are you? How about myrids? What is there to tell? They're beautiful animals, majestic and wild, and dangerous if you're unlucky enough to run into an untamed one. In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt, a long time ago, tame myrids like this one here was a really rare sight. Nowadays, though, they're pretty common, at least here at Enderal. Pity, somehow. I guess that sounds stupid, but I sometimes long for the times my grandfather lived in. Being a myrid warden was far more prestigious back then, and even feared with sublime or keepers. Nowadays, well, you can guess. Riding a myrid has become as ordinary as riding a mule. Well, who am I to complain? Oh, well, that's hard to explain. They communicate by clicking sounds. I, as a warden, have been trained to hear them, but you probably can't. And through those clicking sounds, I also tell them where you want to go, before you mount them. Obviously, that only works for routes that the myrid already knows by heart. Sure, where to?
Northern Heartland, I hope that that's correct. If not, I guess we are going to have to walk. Was it northern or central? Okay, yeah, let's load up and use the Myrid again. I'm not willing to walk there. Border of the hut. Border.
Walk blessed. How about my... In the time before the Blood Moon Revolt. Nowadays, well... Oh, well... And through those clicking sounds, I also... Sure, where to?
No, that that's the right one. Oh god. I'm drinking way too loud, probably. Oh god. Now, here we are. And I hope that that's a good idea here.
Yes. Oh, yes. You're the... I hope you're aware of what you're getting yourself into. Our novices trained for years for this trial. And as... In other words, it will be dangerous. Be aware of that. How selfless of you. But as you wish. Then it seems I'm granted the extraordinary honor of exalting the first pathless in the history of the Order to a king. Give me the package the Grandmaster gave you, and say hello to your new comrades. I have to go prepare something.
Oh god. He is very much not happy.
What? Oh, hello. You're our unexpected addition, aren't you? The prodigy? It does, actually. I'm Kalia Sakaresh, by my path novice and aspirant to the first sigil. I have been told what you did in Old Rashengrad, that you saved the excavations and fought back the mercenaries all on your own. An astonishing feat, truly. You have my respect for that. I know, but you tried. You know, I'm really curious as to what the mercenaries thought they were doing. Someone willing to attack the Holy Order is either extremely powerful or extremely naive. Anyway, it's been an honor to meet you in person. Let's talk later.
She is likable. Let's hope that he's as well.
I don't want to hear it. You're prattling. I don't want to hear it. Just shove off. You have to ask? This country is going downhill, and you are living proof of it, my friend. First, Nevermee's wild mages are allowed to... Then mercenaries are hired, and now you. An outlander, a path... We've trained for years to stand here, and until now, I thought that this country respected its traditions.
All right. enough of the
That
chatter.
guy's a
Come
prick. I
here.
hope he dies.
Here. These potions will be necessary later, so be careful with them. Apart from that, it's still a few miles to the ritual place. As you're all gifted with magic, the spores in the forest ahead will make you a little
We're going into the Whisperwood, I would assume.
dizzy, but we won't stay for long. Any questions? Long story. Simply put, they come from a special kind of mushroom that has infested this forest, and staying near them... So, in case you're thinking about exploring further... Take some magical protection and some ambrosia with you. Good. Stay close to me.
No. Into the Whisperwood? Yes, yes, yes.
But it's too late for that now. Korek would have conquered the city. Instead, you will be ashamed. Huh? Oh, did you now? So, what did... Okay, look, you're very impressive and talented. Tealor always had a fondness for those kind of things, but I'm not really one for all that. So, let's keep going.
So this is the Whispering Forest. Fascinating. I've read a lot about it, but never actually seen it.
Poor thing. My brothers and I have seen the border countless many times.
Careful.
I wish I know all about the use of these rat holes instead.
What? Wait, do you see that?
Yes, that man. What is he doing?
Who cares? He's probably just a traveler.
He shouldn't be here. No merchant in his right mind would voluntarily travel through the Whispering Forest. We'll go take a look at him. Stay ready. I see it.
She's with me now, forever.
Kirush!
What in? You there? Who are you? And what are you doing here?
She's with me now, forever.
What are you, deaf? Identify yourself.
His eyes. Master, this is the Red Madness.
Shit, of course. You will put away that pickaxe right now, my sir, and then get on your knees.
She wanted to leave. Don't you understand? She wanted to leave me, just like that.
This is
But now,
disgusting.
she will stay. She brought...
By the righteous path! You lost your mind!
I could ask you the same thing, damn it! Did you forget what Magister Yarrow did to the novices? This man could have attacked us at any moment.
Oh, really? Malphus protect us from your cunning. But did the thought ever cross your mind that one needs to understand a disease in order to heal it? And that some apothecary might have given their left hand for a living patient?
You're not being fair, Master. I was only protecting...
Like heck you did. You behaved like an idiot. And not for the first time. The other masters might ignore that fact due to your religious commitment and your bloodline. I get that. But if something like this ever happens again, you will be suspended from the rites and will spend the rest of your life polishing prayer banks in the sanctum. Do I make myself clear?
He was trying to protect us, Master. Maybe...
Do I make myself clear?
You do, Master. And I beg your forgiveness for my offense.
Granted. Now let's push on. We will take care of the body after the ritual.
I would have killed him as well, but
Are you
I at
okay?
least wanted to wait. Glimmer dust. Seems like that might be worth something.
Here it is, the first foothold. This is where Malthus's vassals erected their first camp, so behave yourselves accordingly. You too, prodigy. Well then, before we start, there's something I need to tell you. Something, important. The rumors concerning the deaths of the Lightborn, they're true.
What?
The gods are dead. They fell 2 winters ago beneath the sword of an unknown traveler. We, that is, the Order, have known about this for quite some time now, but haven't told the common people yet. But since the 3 of you intend to take the trial, there's no way to disguise the truth anymore.
But how can a god die?
There was a prophecy, as old as the Lightborn themselves, in which there was talk of a shadow god, who would end the era of gods. And it came true. I'm sorry.
You're sorry.
You're telling us that the gods have been killed, and you are sorry. What's next? That tomorrow the sun will stop shining? Tell us that this is a test, Master. It is, isn't it? A test of our faith.
No, the Lightborn are dead. But, hard as it may be to accept, we cannot afford
We?
to fall into a spiritual
Who the heck is
crisis
we?
right now.
The Order of the Gods, Malthus's order, was created to protect the Lightborn. And if what you're saying, this blasphemy is true, then we're meaningless. We failed, don't you see that? Oh, by the Black Guardian, I just can't believe it.
And though I shan't be seen, thou shalt live by my virtue. 3rd Revelation, verse 137. I know it's hard, Dunwar, but if this is true, we have to show strength and keep on believing in what the Lightborn stood for, which is the idea of peace and...
Oh, just shut your mouth, Sakaresh. If anything, you lowborn scum are living proof that the Order is going downhill. Do you really think I don't know about the village? You're a damned witch, and if this were the old times, you would have been crucified long time ago.
You don't mean that, Dunwar.
Drop it, for heaven's sake! We're all on the same side here.
No, we are not. This wench doesn't have any right to wear the white robes. And if you would spend more time with the holy scriptures instead of your brandy bottle, you would see it as well. But no, you just...
Shut up! I swear to you, one more word and you will wish that I just suspended you.
But...
No buts! Do you understand?
Yes.
I hope so, for your sake. Just be glad that this is a time when we need skilled mages more than ever. Just be glad. Now enough of this. Our demeanor defiles this sacred place. There will be enough time for depression and personal crisis after the trial. Let's recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor. In life, as in death.
May your
May
light
your
guide
light
me.
guide me.
Good. As you know, this trial will test the fortitude of your spirit. Because this is what, distinguishes a keeper from a soldier. What distinguishes a wise man from a fool. Keep that in mind. Now, drink the potion I gave you. You first, Prodigy. Let's hope the Grand Master was right about you.
Oh God. Of fucking course they remove all our stuff.
Oh no. No, no, no.
I knew I wouldn't be the last one. Did they also tell you the tales about the Keepers? They've lured you into a trap, you know. And you fell for it. Because you're arrogant. Just as I am. As I was. I know I'm not real. But then again, what is reality? If I told you that you and your friend Sirius actually lie dead at the bottom of the sea, and that everything that has happened so far, your journey to Ark, the search at the Sun Coast, was only a dream, the answer is no. Because you don't want to be dead. Therefore, your mind will do anything to make you believe this entire dream you've had was and is reality. Doesn't it? Tell me, what is time to the dead and dreaming anyway? A self-created sanctuary built from nothing but your wishes. But what's the point in talking anyway? You don't want to believe me. And I'm tired of trying to make you. Now leave me alone. What? They haven't told you about him? Oh, that's so typical. The Suppressor. He's the reason why we will be in prison. And... you know, sometimes I wonder if that's exactly what we humans... what I have to do to finally be free. Give up. Detach myself from the dreams of the past. Who knows if there were anything else than phantasms to begin with. But no. No, not yet. It's too early to surrender. And isn't that what makes us human, anyway? Yeah, I'll wait. What the? How did you... You simply opened it? Come on. We have... But... gods! These are the scourges of the Suppressor. They want to harm us!
Up here. Fucking get on my Oh, I'm German. I shouldn't be doing that. Which is meant completely respectfully. Yeah, shut up.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go. After all, I mean, yeah. Yes, the cell is small. At least it's safe. This is so wrong. And right. At the same time. What the? Haven't we been here before? By the gods, everything here looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh really? We should never have left. This will be our doom. Oh no. No. Do you see it?
Can he shut
All
up?
The cells. They're all empty. And there's blood. Oh no.
Bro, they're not
People
fucking
there,
hard
just
to
like
kill.
us.
Shut the
They
fuck
didn't know
up.
their place either, and now they're dead. They've
There's nothing that annoys me more than
because they
NPCs
dared
that
to
talk
disobey
too
the
much.
suppressor. By the gods. This is what will happen to us
Oh.
too. I knew it was a mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it.
Bro, that's literally my father. Ooh. Remorse. Yeah, we can take that. Might need it even. I'm sure that we don't need to actually have remorse on top of that. Might have been wrong to remove that. Oh God. Oh. No. Maybe.
Oh no. What? Leave me alone! The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
He's the suppressor probably. What if we just...
Well, well. So you figured it out?
Yes.
Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. But was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions? The salt corrodes your skin, and the water filling your lungs is cold. But you still haven't found it, child, have you?
It's more than obvious that he was the enemy. Ooh. Now, here we are. The next one.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling? Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. But, probably a ceremony or something like that. Now, tell me, how are you holding up? I heard this trial. In the temple. The curarium, to be precise. You were brought here when you were traveling with that Ixon guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order. Well, you shouldn't. Do you know why? Because you're pathetic. Simply pathetic.
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody who let his only friend kick the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
And a murderer.
Actually...
And that is why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it. Is that so? Such presumption from a fish. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical consequence of your existence. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you. Now wake up. Keep on.
Might actually be worthwhile entertaining them a little bit.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. Good question. But, probably a ceremony or something. In the temple. You were brought here... I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations. Don't mention it. Bad, though, that this keeperness won't get you anywhere. Do you know why? Because you're
I said you are pathetic. At first we believed it would be more exciting
who let his
this time.
only friend kick the
But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone.
You humans are
You're a
always so
joke.
damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you just let go?
Because in the end, you are powerless, just as all those before you. And you, prophet, you are the biggest joke of all.
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
Now, let's go. Here he is. We can save once.
A murderer.
And then...
And that is why you will... What have you done to us? You are so naive. The world is an interplay of cause and effect, and the only logical... But enough of the banter, urchin. Now wake up.
Thank Malphus. How are you? You look exhausted. Of course, sorry. That remark was a little but it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual congratulations are in order. We made it. Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the Keepers. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about the... This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now you... Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm mad. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with you. Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given, and as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you. Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium. Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again. He was impulsive, yes. But to some... You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior. The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? But I guess Master Bartar's revelation was just too much for him. It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie. Yes, all of the Dalmordans fell victim to the great flesh maggot plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living. Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea. And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it. Funny that the Grandmaster said nearly the same thing during the exaltation. Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy. That's true. A lot of crimes were committed during the Lightborn's reign, and I don't want to minimize that. But I also think a lot of those crimes were unavoidable, so to speak. Imagine you're the king of a small island, and one day your realm gets attacked by a fleet of Scarab Reavers. The invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland, just a few feet from your city's main gates. And before you know it, you have to make a decision. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the city's walls to have a better chance of surviving a siege? Or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the farmers, but a big risk that you will lose both the city and the farmers? It would, yes. But what if your foray fails, and ends up being the reason why the Scarab can break through the city's fortifications? Wouldn't that too make you responsible for all the townsfolk they would kill once they got in? What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. If your attempt to rescue the farmers fails, you will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like that really be made as if they were a game of... As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their crimes, but I'd wager my left hand that they had a lot of similar decisions to make. I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first? As you wish. Where should I start? Maybe with the fact that I don't remember anything that happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents. I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle. It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, the entire village. There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children, and the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets there. Whatever it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday. It's okay. Anyway, it turned... They must have observed whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least the reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer. For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the... They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch. Even if... Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end because I was pathless. Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages. Still, the winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year. Yes, otherwise I would. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here. But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide. That's right, we do, but we are both still pathless. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what It does, yes. But then he had lost both his... So maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. Yes. And now I'm... Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it. No, I guess I'm not. Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind. He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with. Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important. On my goals. Several, but I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe. You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you... Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go.
Oh my god.
Oh then.
No. Here. Now with all of those. And we can save.
Yes?
Move along.
All right, this is the sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Pathlessness.
My sir.
Look, where is this supposed to lead?
Walk blessed.
No.
Okay, I think you've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here, so it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath. Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Now we can take the oath. And then I assume that we are near the end of the episode. Oh god.
And you actually believe this could work? It sounds absurd.
I don't believe I know. The mercenary, he might not be the shining knight of Castle Starsound, but he's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your true Chesser of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel? Good. I never doubted you would pass the test. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters. None of it, you'll see. The ceremony needs a little preparation. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another people I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it. You did? It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us. None. Maybe they are demons or In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony. Yes. Why do you ask? In an old temple in the northern mountains of Nerim. It was a bastion of... They did. What are you getting at? A fair point. But in the future... So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger... Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. For me, it was memories of the time before. They reminded me that I was more than... I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had... Better. Our mission. My In fact, this is precisely what is missing. Yes?
Oh my god. Where might we find a bed? Should there be one?
You don't belong here.
I'm literally becoming a keeper tomorrow. Shut the fuck up. I think it was down here.
My sir, wait a moment. Phew. Here, a letter for you. What? Oh, thank you. Safe trap.
We're giving him some coins. My friend. Passing it. Oh no. Redcoats and the let's say superior.
And me. Light guide you.
No. I would say let's try and get to Jesper. And once we've met him, we can see what he has to say. I'm still annoyed that they all comment the same things about me. When
watch yourself. The streets aren't safe this time of the day.
It's the middle of the night. What the fuck? Now here. Now here.
Ah, there you are. Glad you made it. So, how was it? I heard quite some stories about this trial, and was never sure what to make of it. Yeah, I changed my mind. Come, let's go upstairs. It'll be worth it. There we are. Wait a second. So, wine or pipe? Termatralian brandy, vintage 8190. A real treasure. Consider it a congratulatory gift for passing the trial.
God, the game really wants us to be an alcoholic.
Nothing better than a good pipe and a nice sight to go along with it. It's always sad to see how few people can truly appreciate these things. Anyway, tell me, my friend, what is it that drives you? I've been asking that myself since we met. I mean, it's not like anyone's forcing you to play errand boy for Orenthiel, is there? Not to mention the danger you put yourself in. Securing the excavation site, passing the trial, they certainly haven't been easy on you so far. Makes sense. In any case, it's interesting to see how you've gotten from being a magically gifted refugee to the center of all this. Kind of reminds me of a woman I used to travel with, Alicia. No matter where she went, she always ended up in the eye of the storm. We got hired for the same job. Usually I work better on my own, but this partnership was refreshing in every aspect. It felt good to know someone's got your back for a change, especially with the kind of work I do. Which is why we decided to stick together after that first job. And it went great, at least initially. She just cared too much, you know? Yeah, she was a mercenary, but she only ever picked the jobs where she thought she could help people, or at least do no damage. As you can imagine, that doesn't always work out in my profession, and whenever it didn't, she really took it to heart. It was sad, if you think about it, really. We traveled together, and we had sex, so yes, according to most people's definition of it, we were a couple. That was, let me think, about 3 years. Yeah, we went to Araziel, Kira, Arctwend, and one time we even fought a group of Petrified on melee. She fought as ardently as she lived. I don't know how I would have survived that fight without her. Oh, several reasons. First of all, she was primarily a traveling healer, and used the money she got from those jobs to sustain herself. Secondly, she wanted to help people, yeah, but she also wanted to make experiences, I guess. Live like an eagle, love like a madman, and dream like a god. A bit cheesy, yeah, but that was her credo. Well, we were simply too different. I guess that's what it comes down to. Let's face it, I'm a pathetic white knight, and an even worse world savior. Lycia and I, we were just bound to clash. We were lovers, then friends, then lovers again, and so on and so forth. Ultimately, that was just too much for me. Too
caps lock on
extreme,
again.
Too absorbing. Love as she defined it, yeah. Had it been for her, we would have married after that first night. That's a long story. Not one that puts me in a favorable light. At least if you like most people. Let's save that for another time. Split up. Yeah, but anyway. Enough about me. What about you? Has there ever been someone in your life? Or have you always been the lone wolf? I see. Maybe you can tell me about that one day. I, for one, have had enough drama to last me a lifetime. Sex is fine, but I guess I'm just not naive and... Love, love, love. People have such wrong-headed expectations, really. Sometimes I think it would help us all to finally admit that there isn't that much that separates us from... Anyway, why don't you tell me a little more about this trial? I heard you passed it together with that quiet girl, Kalia. What's she...
Let's go. And...
That's just life, I think. There comes a point when you've done all you can. My. We've certainly lost track of time, haven't we? I really need to hit the hay for a couple hours now. I'll have to go look for some new work tomorrow. And I've heard about a nobleman who's looking for a sellsword. That is, if Arenthiel or old Bushybeard doesn't have a new job for me by then. Say what you want about them, their pay is beyond generous. I'll see you around, my friend. Huh?
Now let's level up. One level. Now that would be an idea. That's pointless. I think that might be a good idea. Critical hits, crit chance, another 15, 30%, detected while lockpicking. I think we especially want the top ones of these. These might be a somewhat... And those definitely are very much a good idea. Now, with that, I would say goodbye, have a great time, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.